Hello and welcome back to another Esoteric Warrior podcast. It's your boy Sifu G, and it's raining cats and dogs outside, so I thought I'll drop another podcast and we'll talk a bit about the Burning Palm system or systems that I've gotten to learn from the Grandmaster. So I'll go back from the beginning. I got to meet and study from Grandmaster Duway in year 2000. Before that, I bought videos of the Tibetan Burning Palm in the early 1990s. So I had some information on the Tibetan and other burning palm systems from the Du family without meeting the Grandmaster. So I was playing around with that for years, working things out. The downfall with videos from Grandmaster Duway is it does not talk much about it. Those videos were for the people that have done it already and have gotten information about it, and it's as a little backup of here's the meditations if you forget them, right? But there's so much information, philosophies and concepts, healing modules that go with these arts or the methods of the burning palm. When I said methods, because there's the Tibetan burning palm, there's the Songtan Ging burning palm, there's the Shaolin one finger burning palm. The Tibetan burning palm has two, a part A and part B. There's 9 meditations that are standing, and there's 10 seated meditations to destroy it. I'll get into that in the books on that we're doing at the moment. But I'll just go from the beginning of when I did get to learn from the Grandmaster. The first thing I actually learnt was the burning palm, because when I met him, I told him I had his videos from a certain person, and he said, oh, okay. And over a couple of weeks of chatting and getting to know each other every day, we had so long. The talks were all day sometimes, and he said, so you're interested in the burning palm? You keep asking, and I keep pushing for some information, I'm always, if I'm going to do something, I want as much information on it as possible. So I brought it up a lot, that the Bapme that he learnt from his family and others. And then one day we're chatting. This is when I didn't have a webcam or anything like that, just talking on MSN Messenger and Yahoo, whatever it was. And he said, I'm just gonna go away for 5 minutes, I'll be back. So I'm sitting there and I'm doing whatever I'm doing, and next minute I'm getting a uncomfortable feeling on my back between my left shoulder blades. And I asked my ex-wife at the time, just check me back, I might have been bitten. And now there was a palm print on my back. She goes, it looks like there's a palm print on your back. And I did take some photos, but it's been a long time moving house and going through whatever. You lose a lot of stuff, but yeah. And then he hops back on the computer and goes, did you feel my palm print on your back? And I just absolutely lost my shit. I could not believe it. And I said, yeah. And then he actually told me what the colour of the room was, the walls, and what I was wearing. So can you imagine how? Right? So he told me the method of how he does it, how he did it to me. That will be in the book. I'm not trying to just plug it, the book, but I don't want to give you everything because it gives you high hopes and lead to the wrong way. So when I put the information in the book, the methods and all that will make sense. But he left this palm print on the back, knew what I was wearing, knew the colours of the room. So that was my introduction to the Tibetan burning palm. So yeah, it's a very unique in its makeup of moving meditations or the seated ones. The Shaolin Yatsi 4 Yan Zheng is the one finger burning palm. So 4 Yan is a imprint. Yan Zheng is imprint, not Yang Zheng, right? So Yan. So the Silam Yatsi 4 Yan Zheng. Tongue twister. But just one finger burning palm, it's usually known as, or the Shaolin one finger burning palm. That's done at 6 a.m. in the morning, facing east, obviously. That represents the green dragon, wood element. There's a visualization as well, as if you're in the clouds. So we start to get into the air element and different sensations of the visualization, as if you're on top of the clouds, right? So it can get you in a very deep state. Super cool. So yeah, that's a wood element. So that gets the liver, gallbladder open up, detoxes. The air element, we're talking about oxygenating the blood, right? So we're getting the illnesses out, all the crap out of the body, out of the liver. So that's a very cool. So that's when I said burning palm systems. I was lucky enough to get all this. If it's been put together, the way it's been put together, if I had to teach that in a whole day, those were the times, right? So the one finger burning palms at 6 a.m, midday is the Sung Tan Ging, the Tibetan 9 standing meditations. It's supposed to be done at 6 p.m, which is the White Tiger, and then 12 p.m. for the 10 destruction meditations for the Black Tortoise. So it's using those 4 cardinal directions as well. It's quite unique, and the healing system is very similar to Reiki and heavy Paida in a sense, like not the Paida that you see just like whacking the elbow. It's a slap on the back or the on certain parts of the body, and there's a certain depth that you should be going, because you hit someone on the back hard, you could stop the heart, you know. So trying to do it just to see if you can leave a handprint on someone is not a good idea, because you do not know their health, and if you haven't cultivated the chi to use that healing method, you may end up just injuring the person. So it has to be taught and shown. It's not just slap someone into tomorrow, you know, or next week. it's a certain way to strike and how to do it, not with power. It's a certain way. It's super cool, but it can be very painful at the same time. And what that does, it draws the blood up and leaves the imprint, right? The imprint, like a stamp, right? That's what they stamp. Stamping palm. So when you hit and it leaves that palm print, it's a imprint palm. The burning represents the fire element of the Tibetan religions and what they believe in, as well as the spiritual light. When you hit someone with the burning palm, like I just explained as a healing method, there's two types of burning. There's cold and there's hot. And the colour of the blood that comes up will tell you how toxic the person is, right? And you don't just start slapping, leaving palm prints everywhere. You know, if you just left one and did it the right way, you can start that way, but you don't have to start whacking everywhere on the body. It has a Reiki type of energy work, if you want to compare. It has its own sigil to activate the palms for the healing. That's super cool. So there's a lot. The Sumtang Ging is the fighting combat side of developing the body using roller bars, claw bags, and conditioning. There's 8 levels, and each level has its own fighting concept, and that's the beauty. You can actually just learn one and become good fighter and have a seated and a standing meditation just for your health. Like I said, I'm not into long forms and 18 of this and that. I will still teach people, of course, because I'm never going to say no to someone that wants to learn, right? I'll never, ever do that. So if you're interested in wanting to learn anything from me privately, if you want to, I saw a couple of comments if I'm teaching the burning palm. I'm open to teach the burning palm again. And if you'd like to represent and start your journey, hit me up and we'll get that sorted. So there's a lot to try and break down for each one, but the Tibetan burning palm side of it is much easier in regards to less is more, not as many hand movements per meditation. And this is another thing about long forms. If you start to think, I've got to get to this next move, or can't wait till this form finishes, you're not really cultivating anything, right? But only a few hand movements, you can build up a lot of chi, open, close, in, out, diagonals. There's so many great little things in the burning palm to be a healer. So if you're already a massage therapist, do the Tibetan burning palm, or any of the burning palm in that fact. But and that will give you heaps of healing energy and ground you a little bit, because according to Chinese medicine, doing energy healing and massage, you can absorb your patient's illnesses. If you understand energy and aura, that is quite possible. You know, when there's toxic people around and you just can't stand them, or be in the room or think about them. So everything is energy. So yeah. So that's a quick little podcast just on the burning palm, because of a lot of people are now wanting to study it again, and I'm happy to teach it out. If you're wanting to do something, just let me know. There's a few different styles and methods, and I'm happy to teach you anything is like, according to just being a normal person, real, and wants to train, then yeah, I'm open to teach again. Nothing with power. That's all going to be mostly all internal. That's all I can do at the moment because of the neck. So yes, reach out if you want to do the burning palm or anything. Let me know. Also, just let you a quick update on the Lulu site. All 6 volumes of the Do Family Tita Medicine, volumes 1 to 6, 5 Elders Secret Kung Fu Training Formulas are now available. Thank you everyone for your support. We do appreciate it. Please make 1 or 2 of them. Send us a bottle because I want to test it too. Alright, Tao Bless. Until next time, be safe out there. Train hard. Stick to the light.